6 months after being restored to life in the blip and receiving Captain America's shield from Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson is working with the US Air Force overseas to rescue a hostage from the terrorist group LAF, led by George Batroc. Later, Joaquin Torres informs him about the anarchist group known as the Flag Smashers. While investigating their activities in Switzerland, Torres is attacked during a bank robbery by one of their members. Struggling with the responsibility of being Captain America, Wilson decides to surrender the shield to the Smithsonian Institution, explaining to James Rose that he believes it belongs to Rogers. While assisting his sister Sarah with the family business in Louisiana, the US government appoints the new Captain America, John Walker. Bucky Barnes, who had been pardoned by the US government, is outraged with the appointment and confronts Wilson, who defends his decision. Barnes accompanies Wilson to Munich, where they encounter Flag Smashers transporting vaccines. During the confrontation, they discover that the anarchists are enhanced with a super soldier serum and are overpowered. Despite Walker and his partner Battlestar arriving to assist, they are also defeated. Wilson and Barnes refuse to cooperate with Walker and Hoskins, despite being on the same side. They then travel to Baltimore to meet Isaiah Bradley, a Korean War super soldier who was imprisoned and experimented on by Hydra for 30 years before being released. However, Bradley forces them to leave due to Barnes' presence. Barnes is arrested for missing a mandated therapy session, but is freed by Walker. After refusing Walker's request for cooperation again, Barnes decides to go to Berlin and help Helmut Zemo escape, seeking his knowledge about the super soldier serum. The three travel to Madripoor to find the mastermind behind the serum's resurgence, meeting top criminal Selby, who reveals that Wilfred Nagel has been hired by the power broker to reproduce it. Selby is killed when Wilson's disguise as a Madripoorian local is breached, leading to bounties being placed on the trio's heads. They reunite with Sharon Carter, who had settled in Madripoor after stealing Captain America's shield. She leads them to Nagel's lab, where he reveals that Carly Morgenthau, the leader of the Flag Smashers, had stolen 20 vials of the serum. Zemo suddenly kills Nagel and later arranges a getaway. Carter stays behind as Wilson promises to get her pardoned. The Flag Smashers raid and destroy Global Repatriation Council's supply depot, and Zemo leads the trio to Latvia in search of Morgenthau. In Latvia, Barnes encounters AO Dora Milaje and ranges at him for releasing Zemo. She gives Barnes 8 hours to use Zemo before they move to arrest him. Zemo leads them to a funeral Morgenthau is attending, where they encounter Walker and Hoskins. Wilson speaks with Morgenthau alone, who reveals her fight against the GRC's planned relocation of Blip refugees. Wilson tries to convince Morgenthau to end her campaign, but an impatient Walker attempts to arrest her, sparking a brawl. Zemo attacks Morgenthau as she flees and begins to destroy the remaining serum vials. Walker stops him from smashing the last vial and takes it for himself. The Dora Milaje arrive to arrest Zemo, but a fight ensues when Walker refuses to hand him over, leading to Zemo's escape. Morgenthau threatens Sarah Wilson, forcing Sam and Barnes to meet with her as she tries to goad them into joining her cause. Walker and Hoskins arrive, leading to another brawl in which Morgenthau accidentally kills Hoskins. A vengeful Walker chases down and brutally murders one of Flag Smashers with the shield, horrifying onlookers. Wilson and Barnes confront Walker and violently take the shield away. The US government then strips Walker of his rank and the Captain America mantle. Walker is approached by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, while Barnes tracks Zemo to Sokovia and hands him over to the Dora, who take him to the raft. Wilson arrives his damaged wingsuit to Torres and revisits Bradley in Baltimore. Bradley recounts his tragic past to Wilson and asserts that no self-respecting black man would want to be Captain America. Back in Louisiana, Wilson helps Sarah fix the family boat, and Barnes arrives with a case from the Wakandans. Wilson and Barnes train with the Shield and agree to settle their past grudges and work together as a team. Meanwhile, the power broker secretly employs Batroc, assigning him to join the Flag Smashers in their planned assault on the GRC in New York City. Wilson opens the case and finds a new wingsuit with the Captain America motif, finally adopting the Captain America mantle as he arrives to confront the anarchists. On the ground, Carter joins Barnes to escort the GRC members to safety. Walker arrives with a crude homemade shield, intending to kill Morgenthau. However, he abandons his vengeance to save GRC members from danger. Carter confronts Morgenthau and offers her a new position by her side. Batroc arrives and realizes Carter is the power broker, with Morgenthau understanding that Batroc was hired as a spy. Carter swiftly kills Batroc and he attempts to blackmail her for more money. Wilson refuses to fight Morgenthau, trying to reason with her, but Carter kills her when she tries to kill Wilson. Moved by Morgenthau's cause, Wilson convinces the GRC to shelve their relocation efforts and directly help those displaced by the blip. The remaining Flag Smashers are apprehended and set to be transported to the raft, but they are killed by a bomb planted by Zemo's butler, Osnick. De Fontaine recruits Walker as a US agent, while Barnes fully makes amends with the people he affected as the Winter Soldier. Wilson takes Bradley to the Smithsonian and reveals a monument he erected to honor Bradley's story, moving him to tears. As the Wilsons, Barnes, and the locals enjoy a celebratory cookout in Louisiana, Carter is officially pardoned by the US government. This allows her to secure direct access to government resources for her buyers in Madripoor. Marvel rarely misses. and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is no exception. It delivers most of what fans wanted, adding much-needed character development for Sam and Bucky, while also providing important social commentary and themes. The characters you came to see shine and thrive, and the best parts of the show are any moments shared by the two leads. However, the show isn't without its flaws. Besides the slow start, the main antagonist is rather generic. While her fight for a good cause and the comparisons to Sam are powerful, her character feels cliché, with her arc and dialogue, especially her constant reminders to Sam that he can't talk her out of it, lacking depth. The new Captain America, John Walker, is a compelling third party in the show, with one of the most impactful scenes of the entire series. What the show does with Walker is one of the boldest moves Marvel and Disney have made, adding significant weight to the overarching theme Sam struggles with. With only 6 episodes, viewers are left wanting more of Bucky and Sam. Any subplot not directly linked to them feels almost irrelevant. Carly's arc gets lost in the middle episodes with the introduction of Zemo and John Walker's arc. Despite a strong start, it loses momentum after he loses someone close to him who receives no character development. The first 2 episodes lay a solid foundation that will come together later in the series as they become part of the overarching story of Sam and Bucky. The Flag Smashers give Sam much to ponder during an already challenging time, as he tries to balance his personal life with what he feels is the responsibility of avenging. He feels he no longer needs to do this, and struggles with his different perspective on what Captain America represents. Bucky, in a similar vein, is trying to find his place in the world by making amends to those he hurt, and he sees Carly as a reflection of himself. However, Episode 3 changes the game, and the season really starts to thrive. Daniel Bruhl's Zemo returns and fits seamlessly into the dynamic between Sam and Bucky, which begins to pick up steam. Everything starts to click into place. Sharon Carter's appearance, Madripoor, and the globe-trotting that felt somewhat disjointed in the first 2 episodes. It all leads to an incredible ending with a surprise appearance that genuinely leaves you wanting more. This leads into the best episode of the season, Episode 4, with an incredibly powerful ending and the most memorable image of the series. Episode 5 demonstrates that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier can nail a slower episode, stripping everything back after an intense, heart-pounding opening fight sequence to deliver one of the best heart-to-heart conversations between the two leads, excelling on all fronts. The finale delivers the moment you've likely been waiting for, and it doesn't disappoint. While there's a subplot about the identity of the power broker, which turns out to be a predictable and uninspired twist, it doesn't detract from the main focus of the show. The two leads carried the episode brilliantly, making the resolution deeply satisfying. As thanks for watching the whole video, here's a picture of a cute puppy. And if you have a movie or TV show that you want us to cover, just comment it down below. We'll make a video of it in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our playlist for more recaps.